And welcome to another California God video with your boy California God. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this all new video. This video is a part 2 to the Funk Flex video and Tupac. Now, I did a shorter video talking about the stuff with Tupac Shakur and Funk Flex, and I'm going to elaborate why Tupac is now getting attacked by the East Coast and even some West Coast rappers. Now, Tupac, first of all, in my opinion, was a real nigga. He was a real cat. Tupac had connections with gangsters in the Bay. A lot of people respected Pac, but Pac was the hood. Hood loved Pac. But Pac became an icon. He transcended beyond the music. He was the first to do movies, practically, be popular, do movies, and I mean, he just was well respected all around in different circles. The East Coast, West Coast beef, which I'm not going to dig deep into right now because I got another video for that. The East Coast people, they're bent on trying to shoot Pac down because he was the last West Coast major rapper. He really took on the East Coast basically and brought them down to their knees. And so now with his movie coming out, they're trying everything in their power. Different rapper, and I called this a couple of years ago. Different rappers, different industry people in New York and all over the East Coast. They're gonna call out Pac, and they're trying to disrespect his name by saying he's a paper gangster. Which again, 90% of the rappers in New York City, including Gay-Z, is paper rappers. These guys, first thing they did was they forgot about their people. They forgot about the hood. They moved out of the ghetto, and they supported white supremacy. At the end of the day, that's what the East Coast rappers did. They don't give back to their community. They wanted to hobnob with the president of the United States. They became boule. A lot of them became boule members. There's little things like that. Kept other artists down, pursued their own needs. And this was New York rappers, by the way. I'm talking only of New York. Yes, in the West Coast, we do have some, like Cube, but to be honest with you, Cube tries to maintain his status quo in the hood. Whereas people like Jay-Z, I could go down the list, 50 Cent, all these cats worship money, they worship white power, is what they worship. And Jay-Z, he was punked out by Gwyneth Paltrow years ago, and he justified her calling him the N-word. That's what Jay-Z did. A lot of the East Coast, he's the god of New York, by the way, god of the East Coast, Jay-Z, who loves Hollywood, by the way. A lot of those guys in New York aspire to be Hollywood superstars, which they try to call Tupac a paper gangster, when these guys probably never picked up a gun in their lives. They've never sold dope. They've taken stories, and these is proven documents time and time again. But the East Coast has set the standard when it comes to Tupac, because Tupac roasted them, cooked them, called them out for the stuff that they were doing back then, because they set up Pac in those days. So now with the movie coming out, they don't want to awaken some truths about themselves. So instead of respecting the man because he was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, respecting his music, they want to dredge up all this stuff about Tupac. Because the East Coast have always felt some certain way about Tupac in the West Coast, almost majority of the time. So that's why you have this thing against Tupac. And Tupac, not only was he a hooded cat, but he was pro-black, by the way. A lot of these guys are not really pro-black. Tupac talked against white supremacy, fought against white supremacy. He's done all this different stuff. He spoke in the hood about education, his background, and all that stuff there, which a lot of people like Jay-Z and most of the East Coast, they worship money, they worship white power. Like and share this video, people. I would do a part 3. We're going to make this a trilogy. Let's make this happen. Peace out.